couldn't make it in person, wherever you are in the world, welcome online. This is an historic moment, a weekend of firsts. It is Upper Canada College's first ever boarding reunion, a celebration of our past, our present, and future. And in our 181-year history, I think this will be the first time Sir John, so stonily silent on his personal preferences, will show his allegiance to one particular house. Martin, by the way. Actually, I'm afraid you have to wait for the announcement of the winning house at the end of our program, but whoever house actually claims victory, I think boarding is the real winner tonight. Tonight's journey began 3 years ago, when the future of our boarding program was called into question in October of 2007. Since then, we've gone through a very exciting and energizing period in the college's history, one that has touched the entire community. Despite the challenges, I'm proud to say that we've taken it on the chin admirably. It takes a special and strong institution to turn adversity into opportunity. And I want to thank all those who cared about UCC and made boarding their cause. If it weren't for your tenacity, your loyalty, and your foresight, UCC would be a very different place today. You opened our minds to the possibilities and injected new energy and a new direction into our boarding program, and we're all very grateful for that. But let me be clear, if there is any doubt in anyone's mind, even the smallest tinge of doubt about our commitment to boarding here on in, I want to erase any fears and reservations. From the Board of Governors, to the volunteer leaders, to the teachers and administrators, the commitment to the revitalization of the boarding program is unparalleled. What we've begun in the past 24 months is nothing short of a boarding renaissance. Boarding is not just back, boarding is going to be better than ever. Over the weekend, I know you'll be reliving with the past, sharing your memories and stories with friends and former roommates. You'll walk the halls of your former residences, peek into rooms, and notice many of the things that never change. It's hard to air out the smell of a century's worth of sports gear in just 1 month. While you reminisce, I also encourage you to take the time to talk to current boarders and faculty about the changes that have been implemented over the past few years. Aside from the new furniture in the common rooms, you'll notice a few extra enhancements, and I don't just mean the plasma TVs and seat and silhouettes, although I know Ted Rogers will be happy about that. The most tangible differences are in the enhancements of how boarders live every day, with more one-on-one faculty-to-student interactions, more weekend and co-ed programs, and greater boarder interaction with day students. Last year, we welcomed over 30 day boys into the boarding population. Day students lived in both houses for a couple of nights, and some stayed for a week or more. Although the boarding population is small in comparison to the day population, the relationship between the day boys and the boarding boys is growing stronger every year. In 2 of the last 3 years, the head steward of the upper school has come from the boarding community, and I think that speaks volumes for what the day students think about their boarding buddies. This is a very exciting time, and we're only on the threshold right now. There's a lot more to come. Our dream for boarders and the boarding program is to make it the crown jewel of the college, and we want to make it a standard for boys boarding everywhere. So how do we get there? There are 3 key ingredients to making our boarding program everything we envision. First, we need to renovate facilities. We don't want to build a Taj Mahal, but we do need to update the residences. Just ask the moms of prospective students who tour our grounds. After all, the houses haven't seen a major renovation in decades. Updates will include new study spaces, better heat, water, and windows, and some additional apartments for boarding faculty. Second, we need to increase needs-based scholarships to attract the best and brightest from around the world and across Canada, from Flin Flon, Manitoba, to Canterbury, New Brunswick, regardless of means. I hope I said those correctly. If we don't do that, our competitors will. Finally, we need to further enhance our program. We live in the middle of the biggest city in Canada, and we need to take even better advantage of it. We need to expand beyond the horizons of our school grounds and into this great multicultural hub. Our plans include leadership opportunities, outdoor education, co-ed programs with Havergal and BSS and any other girls' school that will spend time with us. We know we are a unique school among Canadian boarding schools, positioned as we are in the heart of this great city. We want our boarders to be exposed to the film festival, to the Jays and Raptors and ROM and the Art Gallery of Ontario and all that Toronto has to offer. To realize our dreams for boarding, we need your support. I cannot stress this enough. I'm often asked by old boys, how can we help? Number one, we need you to be our ambassadors. Spread the word as only you can about what UCC boarding has to offer. Second, recommend us to friends and colleagues. Refer them to Struan Robertson, our Executive Director of Recruitment. He is considered the best recruiter in Canada, who joined us about 20 months ago, and has spent lots of time traveling all over the world, recruiting great boys for our great program. And third, we're not going to ask you for your financial support today. But we will down the road, and when we do, please give what you can. 3 years ago, you showed us you cared about the future of boarding. We'll need you to show that same commitment to see this boarding renaissance through. We're determined to go the distance with this program, and we hope you are too. Now let's move on to the rest of our event. I heard a vicious rumor that the pranks were one time part of life in boarding at Wednesday. That may explain the next video.